What do you do when there's someone in your house who doesn't enjoy the sound of a good tube amp? Well, one thing you can do is you can turn up the gain, but turn down the volume. The problem with this is that you're not going to get the full sound out of your amp. You're not going to really cook your tubes. One solution is to throw a volume pedal into your amp's effects loop. That way you can crank up the preamp tubes to get that awesome distortion, and then lower the amplitude of the signal before it gets to the power tubes. Instead of buying a volume pedal, we're going to build one. You'll need an A100K potentiometer, 2 1/4-inch mono jacks, a knob, some wire, a casing, a soldering iron, some solder, some wire strippers, a step bit, a pencil, a hammer, and something with a sharp point so that you can start your hole in the aluminum. Step 1 is to solder the electronics together. First, prepare the wire by cutting 4 sections and stripping the tips. Tin the tips of your 4 wires. Put solder on the lugs. Now you're ready to hook the potentiometer to the jacks. Your jacks have 2 lugs, which I'll demonstrate on this jack without any solder on it. There's an outer lug, which is connected to the outer part of the jack, and then an inner lug, which is connected to the inner part of the jack. Now connect the outer lug of your input jack to the right lug of your potentiometer. Connect them by heating the lugs and then pushing the wire through the hole, which already has solder on it. Using the same method, attach the inner lug of your input jack to the left lug of the potentiometer. Now switch to the output jack. Connect the outer lug of the output jack to the middle lug of the potentiometer, and the inner lug of the jack to the left lug of the potentiometer. Now you're done wiring. Now let's prepare the casing. What we're going to be doing is drilling 3 holes into the casing. 2 of them are for the 1/4-inch jacks, and 1 of them is for the knob attached to the potentiometer. One thing I'll note right now is that the casing, the potentiometer, the 1/4-inch jacks, and any other electronic components that I used in this build, I bought from a shop in Portland, Oregon called Love My Switches. They have fantastic customer service, great products. I highly recommend checking them out, even though this is not a sponsored video. But anyways, let's go on. So the first thing you're going to do is unscrew the bottom and put the screws and the bottom someplace where you won't lose them. You're going to take your pencil and mark out where you want the holes to go. You're going to dent with an awl or whatever other sharp object you're going to use the places where you're going to be drilling, and this just helps the drill stay there when you drill. Now you're going to drill over the place where you put the indentation. You're going to check periodically to make sure that the hole is the right size. Once the holes are drilled, install the electronics. Close the case, and you're done. Make sure to remember where the input and the output jacks are so that you don't plug it in the wrong way.